Why do most motorcycle accident victims walk away with nothing, while others in almost identical crashes get paid a lot more? In this video, I'll reveal exactly what this one mistake is and show you how to avoid it. Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosch. I've helped over 10,000 bikers and crash victims here in Florida. That's why on this channel, I show you how insurance companies really work and what to do to get every dollar you deserve. To start, let me reveal the one mistake that destroys more motorcycle accident cases than anything else I've seen in 25 years of practice. The biggest case killer is waiting too long to get medical treatment after your crash. This seems innocent enough, but insurance companies use any delay in treatment as their main weapon to deny your claim completely. Let's say you get hit by a car while riding your motorcycle. You feel shaken up, but you think you're okay. You go home, take some ibuprofen, and decide to sleep it off. 3 days later, your back is killing you, and you can barely move. You finally go to the doctor. When you file your claim, the insurance company says, if you were really hurt in the accident, you would have gone to the hospital right away. You must have hurt yourself doing something else those 3 days later. They deny your claim completely, even though the accident clearly caused your injuries. The key point is that insurance companies turn any delay in treatment into doubt about whether the accident caused your injuries. They'll argue that if you were really hurt, you would have sought medical treatment immediately. This becomes their entire defense strategy against paying you. So how does this destroy your case? Insurance adjusters are trained to look for treatment gaps. They'll say, you went 3 days without seeing a doctor, so you must not have been injured. Or you felt fine enough to drive home, so the accident couldn't have caused serious injuries. Even a 1-day delay gives them ammunition to attack your case. But here's where this mistake becomes absolutely deadly to your case, and most people don't understand why until it's too late. Insurance companies just don't use treatment delays to question whether you were hurt. They use delays to argue that something else caused your injuries between the accident and when you finally got treatment. Here's how this plays out in real cases. You wait 2 days to see a doctor. The insurance company claims you must have injured yourself lifting something heavy, sleeping wrong, or doing yard work during those 2 days. They'll say, the accident didn't hurt you. You hurt yourself later, and you're trying to blame the accident. Or maybe you wait a week to get treatment. Now they'll argue you went back to work, rode your motorcycle again, or did any normal activities. They'll claim any of these activities caused your injuries, not the original accident. The longer you wait, the more ammunition you give them. What this teaches us is that treatment delays create doubt about when and how your injuries happen. Insurance companies exploit this doubt to shift blame away from their insured driver. They turn your delay into their defense. Here's exactly how to protect yourself from this attack. Get medical treatment the same day as your accident, even if you feel okay. Tell the doctor you were in a motorcycle accident and describe any discomfort, even if it's minor. Ask the doctor to document the accident in your medical records. This creates a clear timeline that insurance companies can't attack. Now, here's the medical reality that insurance companies are counting on you not knowing. And this is where my background in science really helps my clients. Most people don't realize that your body's natural response to trauma actually hides your injuries at first. Insurance companies know this, but they hope you don't. When you're in a motorcycle crash, your body releases massive amounts of adrenaline and endorphins. These are natural painkillers that can mask serious injuries for hours or even days. You might feel fine immediately after the crash, but that doesn't mean you weren't hurt. Let me give you an example of how this works. Your spine gets compressed in the crash, but adrenaline blocks the pain signals. 6 hours later, when the adrenaline wears off, the pain hits you like a truck, or your neck gets whiplashed. But inflammation doesn't peak until 24 to 48 hours later. That's when you really feel how bad the injury is. From a medical standpoint, delayed pain is completely normal and expected after trauma, but insurance companies train their adjusters to ignore this medical reality and use it against you instead. The important thing to understand is that just because you don't feel pain immediately doesn't mean you weren't injured. Your body is designed to keep you moving in emergencies, even when you're hurt. This survival mechanism actually works against you when dealing with insurance companies. So how do you use this medical knowledge to protect your case? First, understand that feeling okay immediately after a crash is normal and doesn't mean you're not injured. Second, get checked out anyway, because the doctor can spot signs of injury that you can't feel yet. Third, tell the doctor about the adrenaline effect, that you might not feel the full extent of the injuries yet, but you want everything documented. Fourth, follow up within a few days, even if you feel better, because some of the injuries don't show symptoms right away. But even if you understand medical science, there's a specific 3-step plan you need to follow to make sure this mistake doesn't destroy your case. Step 1 happens immediately after your crash. Get medical attention the same day, even if you feel fine. Go to the emergency room, urgent care, or your family doctor. Don't wait to see how you feel tomorrow. When you see the medical provider, be specific about what happened and any discovery you're experiencing, no matter how minor. Step 2 happens during your medical visit. Tell the doctors these exact words. I was in a motorcycle accident today, and I want everything documented, even though I might not feel the full effects yet due to adrenaline. Ask them to write in your records that you were in a motor vehicle accident. Request that they note any areas of tenderness, stiffness, or discomfort, even if the pain is minor. Step 3 happens in the following days. Follow up with the medical care if any new symptoms develop or existing symptoms get worse. Don't assume that new pain days later isn't related to the accident. Get it documented by a medical professional. Keep all your medical bills and organized because this creates an unbreakable timeline of your injuries. Here's what happens when you follow this plan correctly. You get hit by a car and feel shaken up but okay. You go to the urgent care that same day. The doctor documents the accident and notes that you have some neck tenderness. 2 days later, your back pain gets worse. You go back to the doctor, who writes that this is consistent with delayed onset of injury from the motor vehicle accident. Now, when the insurance company tries to deny your claim, you have medical proof that your injuries are connected to the accident. They can't argue that you hurt yourself doing something else because your doctor documented everything from day one. What this shows us is that following the 3-step plan creates medical evidence that insurance companies can't attack. When doctors document your accident from the beginning and track how your symptoms develop, it becomes impossible for insurance companies to claim your injuries came from somewhere else. Here's what happens when you follow this plan correctly. You create an unbreakable medical timeline that proves your injuries came from the accident. You eliminate the insurance company's main defense strategy. You demonstrate that you took your injuries seriously from the beginning. Most importantly, you turn the medical reality of delayed pain into evidence that supports your case instead of evidence that destroys it. If you're a motorcycle rider who's been injured in Florida and you want to make sure you're maximizing your settlement, call me at 866-LAW-FRAN for a free case consultation. I use my medical background and 25 years of trial experience to review your medical timeline and make sure you get every dollar you deserve. And if you want to learn the specific strategies that can dramatically increase your settlement amount once you've protected your case properly, watch this next video where I reveal how to get larger settlement for your motorcycle injury claim.